In this video, I'm going to introduce you to InternLM. InternLM is an open source efficient framework for training large scale language models. InternLM supports training on thousands of GPUs with high efficiency and offers pre-trained models. It is also good for both research and production. InternLM comes in two flavors. One is pre-trained model InternLM 7 billion, and also we have the second one InternLM 20 billion. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can either locally install this InternLM or you can also install it on any of the Linux system, including Google Colab or AWS SageMaker Notebook. For this demo, I'm going to use AWS SageMaker Notebook. I already have created it, and I'm going to install the InternLM 7 billion chat model, which is roughly have 8 shards of 2 gig each. So around 15 to 16 gig of space you need. And as you can see, I am using AWS G4DN 4x large EC2 instance. Okay, now let's get started. The first thing we need to do is to install the transformers library, so which is pip install transformers. Let's play it. Shouldn't take too long. Transformers is done. Next thing we need to install is sentence piece. So pip install sentence piece. This is very quick. That's done. Now in the next step, we are going to download this model, which is InternLM Chat 7 billion. So we are specifying its tokenizer, and then we are downloading the model, and then the model evaluation will be done. So let's run it. Now it is going to download the configuration and then all the 8 shards. You can see that first it downloaded the tokenizer and then some of the mappings and configuration, and it is now going to download the shards. And you can ignore these warnings for now because it is all it is telling you that it is downloading the latest model. There you have it. You can see that now it is downloading 8 shards, and it is on the first shard, which is around 2 gig, and almost all of the shards are of the same size. I believe the last one is around 1 gig, but still it takes around 15 to 20 minutes depending upon your bandwidth. So let's wait for it to finish. Model is almost downloaded, and you can see that it is at the last shard of the download. So let's wait for it to finish. Once all of these shards are downloaded, they'll be combined and then the model will be evaluated. And you can see that almost all of the shards are around 2 gig of size except the last one, which is around 845 meg. And all of these are hosted on the Hugging Face. You can see from this URL. Now shards are downloaded. After the consolidation, it is going to do the model evaluation as we had put it in this step at the end. So let's wait for it to finish. It is now loading the shards checkpoints and then all the narration config. Here you can see that even with G4D and 4x large, it has ran out of memory. Let me upgrade my instance and try it out again, and I will show you. I will complete all of these steps until here, and I'll show you again. Okay, folks. So you can see that I have splashed and I have upgraded my instance from G4D and 4x large to 12x large, which is huge. And now I restarted the previous process and now it has downloaded almost all of the shards. Let's see what happens now. One of the disappointment with this model InternLM is that I have even used G4D and 4x large EC2 instance with Llama 7 billion, and it worked like a charm. It never really went out of memory, but it didn't work for this InternLM. So this is one comparison off the bat I can tell you. Now let's see if it works with 12x large. If it does, all good. If not, well, tough luck. But now at least you know how to install it, and I will also show you the final commands, how you can chat with this model. So if you have a more beefy system, or if you have any quantized version or something like that, you can run it. But let's see, still it is working on consolidating the shards and evaluating the model. So let's wait for it to finish to see if it works this time or not. So this is a crunch time after doing the narration config and all that stuff, when we would know if it has run out of memory or not. So you can see that it is now loading the checkpoint shards, 8 of them. That's done. Narration config.json is also done. And then this is where it failed last time and went out of memory. And it did it again. So I'm not sure how much memory it needs. So I'm not going to upgrade it further because it is already very expensive. Now I believe that this should really need to work on this memory management of this model, because 12x large is not a small model, I can tell you that. So if I show you this AWS website, you can see that 12x large has around 192 gig of memory, 48 vCPUs and 4 GPUs. So it's not a cheap system. It's a very expensive, very beefy system. But anyway, you can see that it has, I'm using this G14 12x large, and in order to save some money, I'm going to stop it. Cool. Now, anyway, let me complete the loop and show you the next steps which you can do. So once that's done, all you need to do is to use this command to talk with the model. So we are calling the model.chat, passing it a tokenizer, then our prompt, and then an list or array for the history. So once that's done, for example, you are asking it hello, it will respond you something, and if you want to carry on the chat, all you need to do is use this command. So what we are doing here is we are asking it another prompt, and then we are passing it the history, and this is the history which we carrying on from the previous chat. So this is it. I hope that you at least found it interesting, and if you're already using it, and if you know any way around of it, any quantized version or any setting which I could do to make it work, please share it in the comment, and I'll be happy to try this out again. Anyway, um, and if you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel too. Thank you very much.